Nikiangalia maisha yangu ninatafakari wema wako wa ajabu.
Nikiwaangalia wenzangu nao ninatafakari upendo wa ajabu ulio nao.
Wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka. Wewe ni mwema, wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka. Nilalapo na niamkapo siku zote ni upendo wako, wala si nguvu zangu.
Yote ninayofanya sio akili zangu, ni upendo wako Muumba wangu.
Wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka. Wewe ni mwema, wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka. Unanifundisha kila siku niwe na upendo, nimpende na jirani yangu.
Nitakupendaje e Mungu kama mwenzangu simpendi? Ulimuumba mfano wako.
Wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka. Wewe ni mwema, wewe Mungu wa milele,
kweli una upendo.
Ewe Mwenyezi, wema wako hauna mipaka.
ndani ya 89.2 FM. Hujambo na karibu sana kwenye kikao cha Sebuleni. Hii leo tarehe 25 mwezi wa 9 mwaka wa 2025. Nikikushukuru sana msikilizaji kwa kuweza kujiunga nasi. Wale wenye wanatufuata kwenye njia ya Facebook wanatupata kupitia page yetu, na pia tuko kwenye YouTube. Pia tunashukuru sana wale ambao wanatufuata kwenye YouTube, pia tunawakaribisha sana. Hii leo tuna wageni, na msikilizaji ni watu ambao ni marafiki zetu wa karibu sana, na tumeshukuru sana kwa sister ambaye pia ni mgeni wetu, atatujulisha baadaye, kwa kuweza kuwezesha hawa wageni wetu kuja hapa studioni. Mara nyingi tumekutana na wenzetu ambao wana changamoto ya kusikia, ambao kwa lugha ambao tumeijua zaidi tunawaita the deaf. Lakini kwa Kiswahili ambao tumezoea inakuwa sio nzuri sana, tunasema kwamba wana changamoto ya kusikia. Na wako wawili hapa studioni, na pia kuna mmoja wetu pia ambaye ni rafiki yetu sana, ambaye pia ana changamoto ya kuona, pia yuko studioni. Na katika page yetu nimekuuliza, je, yule ambaye ana changamoto ya kuona na yule ambaye ana changamoto ya kusikia, hawa wawili wakiwa pamoja katika chumba kimoja, wanaweza wasiliana? Na ndio madhumuni ya kipindi cha leo, tukisema kwamba kauli mbiu ambao tunaizingatia wakati huu na mwaka huu kote ulimwenguni ni kwamba haki ya binadamu haijakamilika bila kujua lugha ya ishara. Haki ya kibinadamu haijakamilika kabla haujajua lugha ya ishara. Hivi kwamba wewe mtazamaji, wewe msikilizaji, je, unajua lugha ya ishara yoyote ile? Na kama haijakuhusisha, kama hujali, kama hujui yoyote, unajinyima haki, na pia unanyima wenzetu haki yao ya kibinadamu. Na bila kupoteza wakati, nataka nimkaribishe nitamuita yeye ndio yule ambaye ametuwezesha kukutana leo, siku hii ya leo, ambaye ni sister. Na sister, sitasema jina lako la pili, nataka ujijulishe. Karibu sana sister.
Asante sana bwana ndugu yetu mjomba kwa kutukaribisha studioni jioni hii ya leo. Tunasema asante kwa upendo wako kwa wale madugu zetu ambao wanaishi na changamoto ya kutosikia. Na mimi naitwa Mtawa Maria Josephina Adhiambo Ogutu. Mimi ni mama yao wale ambao hawana uwezo wa kusikia kama wengine. Lakini najua wanasikia kwa kiumbile yao, lakini kwa lugha yetu ya kawaida we say they are hearing impaired or deaf. And we have two of them here. One is called Priska Cheptiliot and Daniel. Daniel is from Nakuru. He is spelling his name right away, Daniel. The second name is Njoroge, Njoroge, and he is giving us his sign name too. Now we'll ask also Cheptiliot, who is a Pokot and is here with us as a student in Nakuru, to be able to spell her name too. Priska Cheptiliot. Thank you. And with us here too we have Lucy Chepkemboi, who too is able to spell her name in sign language. And this is because of the situation through which she has gone, and she is able to be sign language literate. At least she has the basic sign language. She can speak for herself, and I would like her to introduce herself.
Good evening, viewers. I'm very humbled and honored to be here this evening. And as you have heard from sister and our presenter, Mr. Gola Mjomba, my name is Lucy Chepkemboi, and I've been honored also to be able to learn some basic sign language, so I can be able to communicate the basics. So my sign name is this, Lucy. So This is my my sign name.
So Lucy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's my name. And then they've given me a sign name. So you just, my sign name. When they want to refer to me, they do this. So that's my sign name. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And that reminds me, I should let our viewers know my sign name too. Sister Josephine. You have the J.
Repeat again.
Sister, you hold the place of the veil, and then you have a J at my neck here. That is my sign name. But they simply call me in Nakuru as Mother of the Deaf.
Okay. So thank you very much sister, nashukuru sana. Tunapongea kuhusu you being the mother for the deaf. Is it the mother for the deaf or of the deaf?
Both,
Depending
on the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what drove you to kind of take that as a calling within a calling?
Okay, this indeed is a calling within a calling, but it did start right together with my sisters. As Franciscan Sisters of St. Anne, we have had schools for the visually impaired, for the hearing impaired, and those living with the different challenges in life. And once I met those that are living with these challenges, I developed a passion. Just my heart went out to them, and that passion has been enkindled, has never gone out. Each day my heart goes out to them.
Okay. And how long have you taken after starting your sign language up to now? How many years are this?
Okay, I have been linked to sign language since the early years of 2004. I was an instructor in a vocational center that had the VI, visual impaired, that had HI, hearing impaired, that had those that were both visually impaired and hearing impaired. And I was teaching them various skills. That is right from the year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So from the year 2000, that will be like 25 years.
Oh yes, that indeed.
Okay. And like, was it just in one class, or you have gone through various, like, certificate, diploma, and all that?
Okay, by then I didn't have any certificate in sign language. This certificate in sign language I only had when I turned 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
So just recently I got the certificate, but I've been speaking this language all along. But officially my congregation, my superior, seeing my interest, took me to KISE 3 years ago.
KISE is Kenyan Institute of Special Education.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And I officially got a certificate, and later on I did my advanced certificate also with the National Council for People with Disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Through the interpretation, because our interpreter is Ivan, and Ivan is behind the camera trying to interpret, so that whatever Sister Lucy and myself are saying, they are able to communicate. So we want to thank Ivan also for availing himself. You not see him, he's behind the curtains to make sure that the communication is taking place to all of us. Can I maybe go to Priska? I want to start with Priska. Maybe through the sign language, and Ivan, or maybe Sister, you will be speaking because you are near the microphone. You'll be interpreting. When did she have a hearing impairment? Was she born with it, or it came later in life?
Oh yes, okay. Chapter 8 says she was born deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And how many children, and is she the firstborn, and how did the family take her being deaf? Was she like secluded, or was she embraced, or what was it like being deaf in a family?
Okay. Chapter 8 says she's the firstborn in her family, and the whole family embraced and accepted her well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's ask Daniel. So Daniel, are you the firstborn, or are you maybe among other siblings?
Okay, Daniel Njoroge is the third born.
Thirdborn. And is he the only one maybe deaf in the family? And how did they take it?
Okay, he's continuing to say he's the third born in a family of 4, and the other 3 are hearing. He's the only boy and he's the only one that is deaf, but he had other girls there.
Okay. How did the family take it?
Your family. Together they love him so much, and you can see how he's expressing it. Yeah, and they care for him. Oh, Father, love you so much, and family same. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we have excuse me, viewers, we have a way of speaking. Our English may not be as yours, but this is our English. So you'll get a mixture of different ways in which we speak. It is called sign language. So we will have exact sign language and sign language mixed together, so that we are able to cater for our viewers, and that they can also be able to get what we are communicating about. Okay. And I'm glad that we have an interpreter here that is also doing a lot at the background. Thank you.
Now let me ask Priska. At what stage did she feel discriminated? I mean, like when she was still a small child, can she discover one time that she was discriminated?
No, Priska says always people have always loved her. They are in Pokot, they have accepted, and the family, they relate very well, and they are together and they love each other.
And has she gone to the sign language school, a deaf school, where she learned the language?
How you learn language? How? Deaf school? Or school for the deaf? She learned it at the school for the deaf. Yeah.
And is there anybody in her family who has that formal language, in deaf language?
Okay. They only do lip reading. None knows sign language. And viewers, this is to remind you that our theme this Deaf Awareness Week is No Human Rights Without Sign Language. And here you can get it from chapter 8, that in our family they only lip read her words.
So if I may ask you, sister, lip reading, I mean, what is lip reading? Because we are used to sign language the way you are doing it. So what is lip reading? Okay,
lip reading means that is one way to communicate with the deaf. There are several ways. You can do it through touch, healthy touch, of course. You can do it through signing, and you can also talk in a way that the hearing impaired or deaf can look at your mouth and have a clue of what you are saying. That is what we imply by lip reading.
So is it natural or is it learnt? Lip reading, is it learnt or is it natural?
Both learnt and natural. Yeah, so, but most bit of it is natural, and we use it mostly in catchment areas. But also it can be learned. Yeah.
Okay, what about Daniel? I mean, like, how do they communicate their family? Is it through lip reading or is it through the sign language, the formal sign language?
Okay, in my family, half of them know, others is difficult, the mother and the family, and some half alone they try, and he's also teaching them. Yeah, and he teaches them a little and they practice too.
That is lip reading?
Sign language.
Sign language.
Yeah.
So, and what are some of the difficulties they have had in the community? Because not everybody in the society would know lip reading. What are some of the challenges they have undergone?
Sometimes they have to write and to express themselves. But even for those who don't know sign language, mostly they write. Yeah, that is best for them.
So they write, and I want to assume that even Priska, is it through writing, or what are some of the challenges?
Okay, sometimes even they also communicate through phone, like messages. Okay, and technology has helped. And Kiswahili is the most difficult thing for them, they are saying. Yeah.
Kiswahili.
Yeah.
So she's from Pokot, you said, sister.
Oh yes.
Priska is from Pokot.
Yes.
Would you say that she knows Pokot?
You know the language. Not so much. She's saying if she lip reads, she can pick up something, but not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she says she's a Pokot, I mean, like, what is the basis of? Is it because of the parents, or is it that she can identify herself as a Pokot individually?
She's saying no.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the parents,
Yes.
not much. She is belonging to the deaf community.
So-
She identifies with the deaf community more than the Pokot.
So,
Yeah.
sister, here you have been with them. So, would I say that? I mean, would you call Priska a Pokot, you yourself, sister, or would you call Daniel a Kikuyu?
Yes, I would, because we identify with the places we come from, but they are more belonging to the deaf community than their catchment area community.
So they are more of deaf community,
Yes.
not the tribal community.
But we cannot cut that link, of
Yeah,
course.
there is that link.
Yeah.
Yes, but now on the everyday life.
Yeah, everyday life, they belong to the deaf community.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you identify yourself as a mother of the deaf community. You yourself, sister?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
So that means if there are people who are tribeless,
Yes.
I would say then deaf community are tribeless.
Of course, they are a very good community to emulate, because they are a community that would rarely pretend.
Mm-hmm.
They don't relate in times of tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just to do a quote, they would be the right people to call Gen Zs tribeless,
Yeah.
language.
Tribeless, leaderless, yes, and something like that.
Yeah.
But they are tribeless community. Now,
But we identify. We are a tribe, deaf community tribe.
it's a tribe, yeah. But now, without those cultural boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Now, when Priska is sick, let me take it from that, because you're talking about human rights. There's that doctor-patient secret or confidentiality. When she's sick and it is something very personal, how does she manage? How would she go to a hospital and get treated?
She only knows the village traditional herb will help her. She would not go with something secret to a doctor.
She cannot.
She said she cannot.
Why?
Village, she knows the trees. The mother has taught her. Now you see, this is something that we really have to come in, because not every disease can be treated by those herbal.
Yes.
And perhaps the herbal medicine is quite okay, but maybe even the dosage may not be the right way to do.
Yeah, because there are some things like maybe operation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that you need. So she has never been to a conventional hospital.
She has, but not with issues that are secret.
Okay.
Yeah. And she will write to the mother and give the mother the paper, and the mother bring her the medicine. That's what.
So what stops her from going to this conventional hospital? What will stop her?
Oh, okay. She is now said for malaria she would go to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would
Alone.
she express herself? How would you express yourself? Who does not know the sign language? So how do you do it?
You communicate with the doctor. She's being helped by Daniel Joroge, that you communicate with the doctor that I'm sick, and then the doctor would give you the injection and help you.
So the communication will be through writing?
Communication how?
Will it be through writing?
How?
Yeah.
How? Some you can write, some hospital you go through, they don't know anything. So you call somebody to write. Yeah. But now I want to bring it to congratulate the county government of Nakuru.
Uh-huh.
right now you go to PGH, there are 2 permanent interpreters,
Oh,
Kenya Sign Language interpreters employed.
awesome.
We are so grateful to the county government of Nakuru, and we hope other counties will do the same.
So do we, I mean,
Yeah.
like you have walked around,
Yeah.
do we have other counties with the same in level 6 hospital?
Okay, not many. It was in Geshu, I think Eldoret, very few, just to mention, but a few that are doing this. But now that there has been this bill, or PWD
Yes.
bill that has been passed, we know that every county will have sign language interpreters in these public offices, so that there would be accessibility for our deaf community members, plus others living with disabilities.
So one sister, what you're identifying here
Yeah.
is that there is a human right impediment in the patient-doctor confidentiality in a big way.
Definitely.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's one area that
Yeah.
you have identified here. There is also that issue of counseling. You know, like you want to go for counseling, and there is that also confidentiality between the counselor and the client. Is it a challenge to them to look for a counselor? Because you have to choose a counselor.
Okay. Time, maybe you have different maybe problem, maybe stress, depression, where you searching for a counselor. Is it true or is it zero? Time I'm stressed, and maybe I become even sick. It can even be more because expression problem.
Oh, so they have that.
There's a problem because now even in the whole of Kenya, how many counselors do we have for the PWDs, and especially counselors with the language of the sign language that can be able to reach
Very few.
Yeah, in
Not
Nakuru, I know we are 3 counselors. So
Yes.
the whole of Nakuru. So somebody is calling from Naivasha. We have to do televideo counseling, which has no secret. Someone can retract that and
Yes.
use it. I mean, so it's very, very pathetic situation. Yeah.
So that's another one. We have so many amenities. We have so many amenities that need one-on-one communication.
Yes.
For example, we can talk of going to a public office, a government office, and you want assistance. For example, you want to go to Huduma Center, you want to go to this office. Is it a challenge to them? Because not every office has those people. Not every office would be able to give you a chance to express yourself in the sign language. So how do they maneuver around?
Yeah. They are saying there are lack of interpreters, so it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can imagine, I want to assume that even, for example, radio here, I mean, and now that you are visual, if you never came and they have something they would want to express, it would be difficult for them to come to a radio station like this. And I think even us in the communication department, I think we have also overlooked that. And that denies them a platform expressing themselves and having their views. So I think also that's another area that should be addressed.
Yeah, they are saying it's true. It's a sign for true.
Yeah.
It's true. So that's an area that we should really care about. Yeah.
Okay, there's something else I want to ask because they will help us. When we see the television for the news, the screen, they are always given a small a corner. Usually it's on the in the right hand, bottom right of the corner. Is it enough for them? Do they feel that they can be able to see it clearly and be able to see?
Yeah. It's at least that's an attempt. They are appreciating that they are able to get something. But sometimes they have to move near to see those signs well. That's what Njoroge says.
So the space is small.
Yeah, the space is small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the space
yeah,
is
it's
small.
small.
Yeah, because even when I don't know the sign language, sometimes I would not be able to see the various finger movements. You know, you cannot be able to see it properly because you're taking a distance. And also, as he says he has to move closer, it's also dangerous for our eyes. And not for his eyes, because the closer you are to the screen, the unhealthier for your eyes.
So it's true that it's also dangerous for your eyes, because the closer the eyes, you can have problems. Yeah, we understand this. The problem that if we plan to have it near there and the program is going and the person is talking, or maybe you see the president talking, so you also want to look at the president and at the same time you want to see, and it's small. Wow, Njoroge, you've made us laugh. Thank you. Yeah. So it's good. So the news can bypass you because you are trying to check on this small one. You also want to look at his particular about the president. You want to see the president talking also. Now that's a challenge for them. If it would be bigger, they would appreciate.
So in the communication also, they are not okay. There's an attempt, but not fully there. So also the communication department should also up its game to have that inclusion also.
That is true.
So would it be like, would they prefer maybe twice that size of what they have, or I mean, will that help if it was increased as in the law that they say that there must be a required size, and maybe it will be like twice the size that they have today? Would that be of assistance?
Okay. They are almost twice that size. They are opting for that.
Okay, they're opting for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Which other area do they feel left out?
Other areas. Video, yeah. When we are doing the. Yeah, it's like people don't care about them. There are very interesting stories there, and Njoroge is very particular about the president. You want to see even the videos when he's moving around, but it's so small here that they are not able to follow it well. So it's just a repeat of what we had said. Okay, I would. There are several problems that they encounter. Perhaps you could particularly get to issues that are like, you've talked about health. There are issues of stigma that make them sometimes shy away from social spaces, unemployment, poverty, issues of mobility, issues of safeguarding, and issues surrounding policies and laws.
Okay.
Yeah. Social and cultural challenges, issues in education, and in education I would later on want us to really look at this and applaud areas that have been achieved.
Okay. Tell us areas in education that have been achieved.
Okay. I would speak particularly about the county government of Nakuru with gratitude that whenever there are advertisement for employments, Nakuru is now very keen on it was 3%, but now it's 5% inclusivity for people living with special needs. And apart from others living with special needs, like even Lucy that has been given a job by the county, the deaf almost now going to 8 have been absorbed by the county government of Nakuru. And we do not take this for granted. It was very difficult to get to this point because most people living with hearing impairment, because of their English, they may not be able to perform so well at KCSE. So we had to convince the Public Service Board that an equivalent of a D+ for a person living with a disability is like a B
Okay.
for any regular student. Yeah. So, and I'm glad this has been taken up, and we are able to, the county government of Nakuru is able to employ, and I want to laud to the Catholic Diocese of Nakuru. Mercy Hospital has now employed 2 people living with the hearing impairment. And the first one that was employed, that led to the second one being employed, was appraised so well by the staff, fellow staff, and by the patients, that led to the second one being employed. And this was a strain, having had Rongai Catholic Hospital employed 2, and they had those who are doing so well. So Mercy Hospital picked up, and they are doing so well. And what do I want to bring home? That the hearing impaired, or PWD, are able to deliver like any other person, and even much better, because they have less distraction. So in the line of education, what we should be improved is that we should have a continuity, like for any other person. After Form 4, we know there is college, and we have very few colleges for the hearing impaired. The one now we have is Current Technical, Nyangoma Technical, and a few others, just to mention a few. But they are not adequate. And after college, who cares what next? You see, most of us would employ them to slash our shambas, do everything else. But these are people who have gained skills. They are like any other person. And we should, when doing employment for, be it private sector or public sector, we should really be keen on inclusivity, so that we remove the stigma that is associated with disability, unfortunately, and we also be able to tap their skills, which are exceptionally. Only those who have experienced the exceptional skills of these special needs persons will always testify to what they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to come to Lucy. Lucy is visually impaired, and we want to thank Lucy for being so patient. Lucy, when you hear your colleagues through the interpretation, because you can't see them, how do you feel?
Usually, sorry, thank you. Yeah, usually as they're communicating through the signs, of course I'll listen patiently, and when they have to refer to me, we use the tactual method.
So that is now the touch.
Yeah, the touch. So usually what they do, because most of the signs are done with the hands,
Yes.
so they will take my hands and then generate the signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
For example, maybe a small demonstration. You want some water to drink. So Daniel is on your left, okay? And you want some water to drink, and you want Daniel to give you water to drink. For the sake of the viewer, would you demonstrate that with Daniel?
Yeah, what I'll do, because now I'll not touch Daniel because he can see me. So I'll just spell his name. So when I do this, so he'll know it's him I'm calling, yeah?
Yeah.
DANIEL. So Lucia spelled the name Daniel, so Daniel knows is the one that Daniel is calling actually.
Okay. And you
And
can see Daniel
water.
there already. He's responding. So he'll give that sign of wanting to drink water.
Yeah, so he'll bring me the water. Then after I've taken the water, I will say, thank you. Thank you. Then he will say, welcome. So when, I may not see, but he will hold my hands when I say welcome. Yeah, so that way he will be able to know that I've thanked him. So he will say welcome.
So a deaf person, sister, and a blind person can coexist, can live, can even marry.
Yes, they can.
And that house is very silent and very peaceful.
Yeah, of course, there will be challenges. They may need an interpreter,
Yes.
or a caretaker.
Yes.
but it is possible because Lucy has the experience. She lived for a full year in the same hostel with the hearing impaired, and they bonded well, and we never had any case to handle in relation to how they related.
Yes.
So Lucy, was you staying or living with the deaf? Was it situational or was it by choice?
Maybe as I contribute to that, I would first and foremost to really from the bottom of my heart thank Sister Mary Josephine, because it was through her initiative, and had it not been for her passion, maybe we would never have gotten to realize that the deaf and the blind can be able to coexist and live together, and even maybe get to the extent of marrying and creating a family. So for me, when I lost my vision, I went for rehabilitation. So from while I was at the rehabilitation, that is where I was able to encounter the deaf. Yeah, because there were those who had acquired the hearing impairment. So as they were learning, slowly we started bonding from there. So and as you have heard from Sister, that's where we met. So later on, through divine intervention, I believe God must have really had a purpose for Sister in the lives of the visually impaired and the hearing impaired. So we met again once in Nakuru, and Sister was able to generate a home and put us together to live as a community. So we lived we were about 19. Yeah, so just the deaf, the visually impaired, and then we had we referred to the normal people, the able, we call them the able people. That is those who are able to hear and they're able to see. So we had a few of them who would assist us, because we have various challenges. Like for the deaf, they have a problem with the smell, yeah? So like sometimes when we would be left on our own, yeah? So like when they're cooking, they're not able to pick that smell of burning food. So, and for us, the blind, we are very sensitive. Our sense of smell, sound is very, very high. So we would cook together and assist each other, so that if the food is burning and it's not visible, so we would share and be able to live together. So I can say that I found myself living with the hearing impaired because of my situation and circumstances, because I lost my vision in 2017 due to glaucoma. So we've
if I may ask, Lucy, before you lost your vision, what was your perception about the deaf? How did you view the deaf? Maybe from childhood as you grew up.
Very many times it was not easy to find myself in their circle. So, but the few that I ever met, like, you most of the time find some of them maybe walking around with performers,
yes, or with a ball.
Yes, or with a ball, asking for assistance. So to me, what I would do, if I would meet them and I have something, I would put in that bowl, and then with the performer, I would just write something, and then because of that communication barrier, I didn't have that passion to get to know how to communicate with them. So I would like maybe just give them what they need, and just go my way.
Because for me, I will do the same, but for me, I would give so that they go.
Yes, that was the same too.
You give so that they go. Because you have no business with them.
Because I would really wish to communicate and have more time with them, but because of that language barrier, the sign language, because you would end up maybe making the wrong signs, and then because most of the time people would view them as hostile. So you used to imagine that. I used to imagine that maybe I might create a situation whereby they may feel offended, and probably so I used to imagine they would be hostile.
Because you are brought up being told by people around that they were very, very temperamental, that you're not supposed to look them straight into the eye. There were those myths, and it made us fear even in in our youthful age. So we'll be able to really want to kind of finish with them very fast.
Yeah, very fast. And
Yeah.
let them be.
So when you were told by sister that you are going to stay with them, did you have some anxiety? Did you feel like, hey, will I manage?
Thanks to the rehabilitation that I went through at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, because there I was able to meet those who had acquired the disability of hearing and seeing at maturity age like me. So from there, that rehabilitation really helped me a lot, because most of the time we would interact, and that way, as I was accepting my situation and condition, I was equally accepting theirs. And then I realized that the challenges I'm going through and the challenges they are going through, and there is the approach they are giving to me was very passionate and very warm. So I was excited and started to learn the sign language and started to have that desire to be closer and closer to them, because I realized now we share a destiny. Yeah.
What do you appreciate about the deaf that you see it missing in the what I call the normal community?
Yeah, first and foremost, with the deaf, with the hearing impaired people, there are population that are very genuine, very kind, and they're always yearning to be with people and for people to understand them. So for me, when I shared with them, they would always be there, like to guide me, and even in the house, they would always be around me with so much passion, so much genuine concern, and so much kind gestures, just to make sure that I'm okay. And that is how I came to, it made it easy for me to learn the sign language. And like for them, I appreciate them, because they have no time for malice, for gossip. They are very genuine. And like when we are together, we feel secure together. And we love each other.
Okay, if I may ask Priska, what was her mentality about the visual impairment as she grew up? She must have seen maybe the blind, and what was her perception?
Okay, in her village she doesn't have them. Now I'm asking now, what about now? How? Alone? You have only seen one, that is Lucy. Okay. This is a special one because she communicates to us in sign language, and she's our friend.
So in her life she has only met one blind person.
She said this is the only one alone. This is the only one that she has met.
I think I should hire her services and take her around. Okay. And and Daniel?
Daniel, you? In the college. In the college, as I care, Sikri, in Sikri College, he met so many friends who are visually impaired. Yes.
So before he went to college,
but before
what was his perception about people who are blind?
Okay, I've met other friends before, and I cared for them. I taught them little sign language.
Okay, so there is a lot of understanding, sister. Maybe you have said with both of them, there's a lot of understanding between the feelings of both there's mutual feeling amongst the two communities, sister.
Same deaf. Okay, very good understanding between them.
Okay.
And maybe to add something, sister,
Yes.
maybe also tell them sometimes the challenges we go through when we are together, about our social life, our spiritual life.
Okay. Apart from what I mentioned as challenges, others that would add maybe is lack
Our
of
personal
information.
Lack of information.
Like, if they are staying together and perhaps there's an emergency, one does not hear, one does not see.
Yes.
So there are a lot of challenges around this area. And maybe on information, information is key. Hosea 4:6 says, my people die for lack of knowledge. This cuts across everyone. And having no knowledge, like people do not have, those with whom the deaf community learn do not have knowledge on mental health, on safeguarding. When the girls maybe start their periods, how to explain to their mothers. The mothers do not know, or the caretakers do not know how to explain. Knowledge about pregnancy, postpartum depression. There's a lot of problems on this line, and these are the areas where I get most calls, especially to do counseling, even across the country, through video calls, because this information is lacking for hearing impaired and generally for PWDs. When there's fire outbreak, no one remembers. Remember the latest incident when the Gen Zs were up and about,
Yes.
and there were 2 PWD MPs in the parliament.
Oh,
They
in the
were left
parliament,
there
yes.
at the mercy of the Gen Zs, no?
Yes.
So really, this is a challenge that we should look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have few shout outs. There is Ephraim Waingi. He's saying congratulations to all of you for the
Ephraim, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I can
you.
see Ephraim there. There are others who are on the way. There is Sylvia. Sylvia is Lucy's friend. Sylvia wa Mlima Ugali.
Sylvia.
Yeah, Sylvia. Okay, she's also following. There is Grace Nema. Also, they send shout outs. Well, there is this is a priest friend of mine, Father Irush, from the army. He's a chaplain. Okay, yeah, he's also following, and he's
Thank
saying
you.
that enjoying the program.
Thank
So
you, Father.
a lot of people. There is one who has sent a message here saying, "It is true. I doubted if the two can stay together. Now I can see the sense through touch. I think the two communities living together through touch. I think because even my colleagues, when I told them, they said it's not possible. But now I think this one also has said it is true. Now they can see the sense that the two, the deaf and the blind, can coexist. So I think it is something. Oh, sister, when you see them communicating, when you see them living together, how do you feel as a person? Is your vocation within a vocation fulfilled?
Yeah, my dream is like what Simeon said. Now you can let your servant go
In peace.
in peace, because okay, not that I want to die today,
No,
but you see, it is possible, and we have a network of interpreters. One thing I value is that even when an interpreter is not so much in the know-how, but they can communicate. We give them chance to practice with the hearing impaired, and to so one thing I know, that even if I move out of Nakuru in the years to come, there will still be communication, there'll still be care. They at least we have now, I'm training too for deaf counseling. Yeah, so at least there'll be people to stand in. That's my joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, there's somebody who has asked a very good question. How do they know a good leader? Because campaigns are not interpreted. So by the way, how did Priska and Daniel, I mean, like, what made them to vote? Did they know anything about the campaign and the manifesto and all that?
Okay, so we are getting back to knowledge being power, information.
Yes.
So through interpreters, sign language interpreters, we would give the manifestos of whoever is campaigning, and their decision lies with them. And I pray that in these coming elections, I'm not a political activist, but I hope people like Lucy can come up and vie for positions. Why not? Yeah, and I hope our county government will at least nominate, include our PWD in the process.
Yeah, because the senator, she's called who?
Crystal Asige.
Asige is doing very well.
Oh, she's
doing very well. Yeah, so I mean, like, she has set the pace. Tim Wanyonyi has set the pace. So
Ruben Kigame.
Kigame.
Okay.
Yeah, they're setting the pace. So I think what I think is that now the deaf should be more included.
Oh, yes.
Even if it's not in the parliament, but in the because parliament is a very wide thing. We have people, the clerks. We have the people who will be dealing with the Hansards. So I think it's very, very important. I mean, there are so many areas, as you say, maybe from to 5%.
Inclusivity.
Yeah, 5%. I think that will be very good.
Yes.
And I think when we think about inclusivity, there is so much inclination towards the physically challenged, then the blind, and I think the deaf takes the last stage. But I think they should be given, all of them, equal treatment. I think, sister, that's what you're advocating for? Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm advocating for. And also on legal issues, it's very tough for HI to hire a lawyer or even get pro bono services. So there's still a lot to be done.
So in the legal sphere, we need also interpreters there.
Yes, we do need. And we also have in the area of economic security, most of them do not own bank accounts. They don't belong to SACCOs. Even though the last bit that our governor employed through the service board, we are so much grateful, Governor Kihika, for this. At least they all got to get their bank accounts. And we are praying that this is the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least there's some light in the tunnel.
Oh, yes.
Yes, there's some light in the tunnel. Okay, assuming that, because it's already 1 hour and we have just not even started, I think we'll kind of again invite you. I want to have maybe last word from Lucy. Lucy, this week we have been dealing with the deaf.
Yes.
And we are talking about there is no human rights before the sign language.
Yes.
What would be your campaign for the deaf? What would you like the society to take home concerning the deaf that we have in our communities?
That's a difficult. That's a tough one.
Yeah. You are the campaign manager today.
Yeah. In fact, anyway. So, when you look at the various PWD groups, actually, as you have said, that the hearing or the deaf community seem to be the ones being left behind, and yet we have the slogan of the PWDs that says leaving no one behind. So maybe because of the circumstances that they find themselves in, I think the concerned, the service givers or the players, while they are setting in structures and systems, they should really just advocating for people to learn sign language alone is not enough. I think the best thing is to maybe take the services a little closer to the deaf, so that they are aware about the many things that they are missing out, like probably in policies, about politics. They are really missing out so much. So yeah, since sister, you're in that space, maybe you'd be among the people who would really propel, so that they are not left as behind. Yeah, so that at least they are closer to the visually impaired. Because for us, I think as far as information is concerned, I think we are somewhere. The same with the PH, the physically impaired. Yeah, I think that is the much I have to say.
And shout outs, I know you are bordering the lawyers.
Wow, this evening I must admit that I feel honored, I feel humbled to be here. And for great viewers who are watching, I want to thank you so much for taking your time to sit, listen to us, and see us. And I want to say hi to Grace Neema, Sylvia, all our passionate listeners and viewers of Radio Yetu, and all the viewers who are watching this evening. Yeah, have a blessed evening, and thank you. We look forward to another invitation, because the visually impaired are we're having our World White Cane Day next month.
Okay.
So we look forward in anticipation, and
So
we
you'll
hope
be
we'll
next in
get
the
another
line.
invitation. Thank you. We look forward to that.
All right.
That day maybe we'll be able to talk more. I'll be able to talk more.
Yeah, about the visual
Yes.
impairment.
Yes.
Yes. Today you are just supporting the hearing impairment.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Daniel. Daniel, maybe your last words. What would you like society to learn, society to know, society to improve on? Yeah.
The society. Maybe. Jobs, okay. For the deaf, please support, and possible the government please employ different deaf in Nairobi, Nakuru. So he's talking of employment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what does he do in life?
Okay, Njoroge Daniel is a student.
Oh, he's a student.
At Bondeni Polytechnic.
Uh-huh.
And we are so much grateful to Mr. Muli for his inclusivity, for Director Catherine Mugo, for our Waziri Zipi, for enabling them to get full capitation plus lunch in the college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And Priska, what would Priska have as an advice or a plea to the society? How do she want society to take them or to improve on?
That you help them with jobs, just continue trying to get them jobs, and support, search for those who, especially for disability certificate, please. And also I'm insisting on jobs, government jobs. Yeah, that we continue employing them.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So sister, when they're talking about this, it goes back to you. How would you like society to support them? How would you like, for example, radio? Let's start with radio. How would you like radio to support them?
Okay, Radio Yetu, thank you so much for this opportunity to be here. And I would kindly request you that there are jobs that the deaf can do. Perhaps just cleaning even once a week. Call us so that at least one of them cleans and gets that 1,000. It will make a difference. I think that's a way you can. And also invite them often if you have some programs related to them. Thank you. Well, that is Radio Amani.
Radio Yetu.
Radio Yetu.
Yes.
Now, for the Catholic Church in general in Nakuru, we are grateful for what you're already doing. That we have about now 12 parishes that are having interpreters.
Ah.
But we continue to call on others that if you have anyone that is hearing impaired in your parish, let us know so that we are able to even send pro bono Kenya Sign Language interpreters, asking you to grant them some transport.
Okay.
Now to the institutions, we kindly request that if you have housekeeping opportunities, catering opportunities, issues of electrical, we have we have files with those that are able to be employed. Please kindly involve them. And to the Anglican Church of Nakuru, we are grateful for what you are doing. I think recently they gave assistive devices. We are so much grateful to that. The Catholic Church has opened itself for deaf catechism, training the catechists. We do not take this for granted, because it means that in every parish our special needs will be reached out. To those that are in the business society, if you want honest employees, I'm not saying that all of us who are hearing are dishonest, but please try the hearing impaired, and you will thank us later. Yeah,
now,
thank you.
As Radio Yetu, before I give you shout outs, as Radio Yetu, I've been thinking about it, and this is what I want to give as an offer. Number one, their voices are not heard. They have a lot of news, they have a lot of information, and I want to have a seconding that will have maybe the deaf giving their news, giving their views in all these other areas. So we will second, Ivan, our interpreter, will be the lead. He knows them. So he will come and every time get their information through interpretation. And then Ivan will give Eli or Ojimbi and all their wants, all their views, even on matters politics, on matters employment, on the complaints about SHA. I mean, like the way everybody else gives a voice to the platform, through him, and I'm giving you 3 people. That is Ivan, who is the link because he knows the sign language, and then people who will make them into news and it can be done here will be Ojimbi and Eli. So you have 3 people from Radio Yetu, and it is not only here but it's everywhere. So sister, any news, don't tell us about they have said. Let us link them with us so that you can always give the information. So you have that. And if we get a lot of this news, in our news, we'll have a segment. We'll have a segment. And we say now, this is news from the deaf community. Are you getting that? That will be the same. The way we have sports, the way we have weather. Now we can have news from the deaf community, so that that section is only concerning the plight and the needs of the deaf, so that more people can hear them. So we will be able to do that. And don't ask me, sister. Deal with Ivan the way you know best. If we don't get news, we sack all of you. Okay? we sack all of you. Okay? So me, I'm done with that. The second thing is that if because I know they are in colleges and all that, this being our first ones, if they are interested through sister and through Ivan, we can organize what we call a studio tour. I know today they came as guests, isn't it? And we can have maybe a Saturday, because I know Saturday is not so busy for us. And if they can avail themselves on Saturday, they can be brought here so that they know how radio works. They can be shown how these machines work in the sign language, so that they can know at the end of the day what is there. Who knows? Tomorrow, there can be people who can be interpreting the news for us. I mean, doesn't need speaking, isn't it? Doesn't need speaking. And through that, we can even start what we call a deaf journalism club. Because journalists are known to be people talking. But I want now people to start thinking, because journalism is about giving information, isn't it? It's about giving information. So who said they can't give information? They can give information to us who are hearing. They can give information to Lucy, who is not seeing. So if they can, even in their college, Mr. Muli has been here, he's a good friend, and we can ask Mr. Muli if they have more deaf people. We can start the first one ever through sister as the matron, deaf journalism club, isn't it?
Wow, and that would also involve, we include Matadei. They are also, Matadei is also offering sign language. Wow.
Yes,
then
and,
get
if they want closer to me, I'm just putting it to you.
Wow.
So 2 people that I will crucify if it doesn't work. You and Ivan. yeah, you and Ivan. Work it out, and to me, that's the gift I can give you on this week that we are celebrating. And this is a gift from Radio Yetu, and I want to thank you so much.
Wow, that's a very important gift, and we want to clap our way.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And we'll pick it up right away,
Yeah.
so that we are able to get the deaf community linked up through Ivan, our
Yeah,
interpreter.
and
Thank you.
when you have them, we can do a launch through the ministry, isn't it? Yeah, why can't we have a launch? That now we have a club, isn't it, of deaf journalists, and when we are launching, we involve the ministry through the county government, isn't it? And we launch it officially. So who says that cannot happen? And they can be the first one in Kenya, and that's how history is made. Yes, that's how history is made. So I'm just challenging you that you have a lot of work to do. When you thought that you had done more, you have not even started working. You have not even started working. So as we finish, Daniel, do you have people that you want to greet? Shout out to your friends. Yeah.
Friends yours that you wish to greet now through radio. Who name? You forgot your friend's name.
Okay, Mr. Moody, of course, the principal.
Okay, maybe your principal. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Your parents.
Parents yours. True.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
Who else want to greet? Hey, hello. Who? You want just to thank them all? Okay.
Okay. Priska.
Priska, who? Oh, it's just you as my friend. I
Okay.
greet you.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Hey, parents.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Greet parents also, and thank you big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sister, shout out.
My shout out is that if the people living among us, the special needs, do not walk with us, then we have never started the race.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And whom would you greet? Because they'll be watching.
Okay, special greetings to my superior, Sister Benina, Franciscan Sisters of St. Anne, my sisters at St. Mary's Pastoral Center, Sister Mary Lois, Sister Celestine, and Sister Adrian, and my sister with whom I stay in the community, Sister Catherine Brenda. I send special greetings to the county government of Nakuru, especially Waziri of Education. We were just today together at Elbagon for several occasions. A very down-to-earth lady. My director, Catherine Mugo. All my fellow vocation training officers. And Mr. Mool in a special way for accepting the special needs in his institution. And I send my greetings also to Matade, wishing them well. And also to all my deaf catechumens of Ngala School for the Deaf, primary and high school, as we prepare for your receiving the various sacraments. Father Munyaka, Father Vincent, our chaplain to be, our deaf community chaplain to be, whose name will be told soon, the pastoral office under Father Mwigwi, and all people of goodwill that support PWD.
I'm only helping you. If you don't greet Milimani people, they'll crucify you.
Milimani people. My parishioners, Father Waweru, my parish priest, and my deaf community priests at St. Francis of Assisi, Father Vincent, Father Steve, and Father Curate, sorry, I've forgotten the name, and everyone that should be greeting. Una should be greeting you. I wish you well. We are together in this journey that is walking together with the others. And if they'll never pay us back, it means that God is paying us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I really want to appreciate Sister for the good work that you do. I want to appreciate Priska, Daniel, Lucy, thank you very much for coming. And our interpreter. Yes, sister.
My Lord Bishop, receive our greeting. Yeah, he's very supportive of the deaf community.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
And I haven't had my shouters.
You have not.
Oh, that
Okay.
one was brief.
Okay, that was brief. Okay.
Yeah, in a very, very special way. First and foremost, I want to thank Almighty God for providing this opportunity for us. Number one, I would wish to greet my sweet mother. Hi, Mom, wherever you are. I love you and thank you for journeying with me. And then I have many, many, many friends. You know yourselves. I know you're watching me. I do not want to mention because I might mention some and leave others. And then I also want to say hi to all our Christians, Christ the King, Saint Monica, Saint Francis, all of you. I greet you all and I wish you all God's choicest blessings. And because we are having a Thanksgiving Mass on at Christ the King, I think it's on Sunday, yeah? So I would want to just, because it will be Thanksgiving, I just want to say, tusiposema neno asante, tusipokiri wema wa Mungu, ulimi wetu na ugandamane, na kakala vinywa vyetu sisi. I know Grace Nema, that's for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So asante sana, and I want to thank Ivan. Ivan has been here behind the curtain interpreting. I hope he did well. Sister, did he do well? I don't know. Or
Well, you did very well. We are so grateful. Doneden, I know you are watching. Be a blessing as you have been. We are grateful and we know you will support this deaf ministry as you had promised. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Msikilizaji, tulikuwa na Sister Josephine, tulikuwa na wageni wetu Priska, tulikuwa na mgeni wetu Daniel na pamoja na Lucy. Kwa pamoja tunashukuru sana. Mwenzangu Ivan hapa ametoa maneno. Ungetaka kusema mawili matatu? Hadi sasa wasikie sauti yako bwana.
Nimeshukuru sana kwa kutuletea wageni kwa studio yetu, and we wish them well, and hopefully everything that we pray for, everything our guests on request will be well received. And thank you to Radio Yetu for the opportunities that you have granted unto them, the information and communications department, and we thank you for all the opportunities.
Okay, asante sana. Msikilizaji, nikisindikiza wageni wetu tuweze kupata nyimbo 2-3, alafu baadaye usiende mbali, tunarudi baada ya muda sio mrefu.
Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Bwana toka vilindini, hivi mwanao na kulilia, isikilize sauti yangu pamoja nazo dua zangu. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Bwana Mungu muumba wangu, kama ungehesabu maovu yetu sisi wanadamu, kweli nani angesimama? Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Lakini kwako kumejaa msamaha ili uokoke. Wewe umejaa huruma, neema na upendo wa ajabu. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani ange tumempotea Mungu aliyetuumba sisi. Atualika siku zote tuyaache maovu yote. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Mungu kwa upendo wake mwingi alimtuma mwanaye Yesu ili afe msalabani, damu yake ikatusafisha. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Hima tukaze mwendo, Mungu wetu anatungoja. Tuyaache maovu yote, tupate uzima wa milele. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Ungehesabu maovu yetu, kweli nani angesimama? Lakini kwako ewe Mungu kuna bahari ya huruma. Mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Mungu wangu ninakushukuru kwa kuniumba jinsi nilivyo. Uliniumba kwa mfano wako, shukrani zangu we Baba pokea. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Nikiziangalia mbingu zote, ni kazi ya mikono yako Mungu. Mwezi na nyota uliziratibisha, ziangazie dunia usiku. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Nitembeapo hapa duniani, mema ya Mungu nayashuhudia. Ndege wa angani wanakusifu, wanyama porini wanakusifu. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. milima na mabonde uliumba, ukuu wako Mungu waonekana. Bahari na ziwa pia na mito, na nchi kavu zote uliumba. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Mwanadamu nitakulipa nini kwa wema wako ewe Mungu wangu? Nifanyeje ila nikushukuru? Pokea sifa pia utukufu. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Mungu mfinyanzi wangu, uniumbe jinsi we upendavyo. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Jambo moja ninaloliomba, mapenzi yako yawe sheria yangu. Nitakuimbia zaburi, Bwana mbele ya miungu. Nitakuimbia zaburi, Bwana mbele ya miungu. Nitakuimbia zaburi, Bwana mbele ya miungu. Nitakuimbia zaburi. Nitakushukuru Mungu wangu kwa moyo wangu wote. Nitasujudu nikilikabili hekalu lako takatifu. Bwana mbele ya miungu, nitakuimbia zaburi. 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 Nitalishukuru jina lako kwa ajili ya fadhili zako na uaminifu wako kwangu. Umeikuza ahadi yako. Bwana mbele ya miungu, nitakuimbia zaburi. 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 Siku ile niliyokuita, Bwana uliniitikia, ukanifariji nafsi yangu. Bwana ukanitia nguvu. Bwana mbele ya miungu, nitakuimbia zaburi. 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 Wafalme wote wa dunia watakushukuru ewe Bwana, watazimba njia za Bwana, utukufu wake ni mkuu. Bwana mbele ya miungu, nitakuimbia zaburi. Bwana mbele ya miungu, nitakuimbia zaburi. Bwana mbele ya miungu nitakuimbia zaburi. Bwana mbele ya miungu nitakuimbia zaburi. Utanyosha mkono wako juu ya hasira ya adui zangu, na mkono wako wa kuume utaniokoa. Bwana, Bwana mbele ya miungu nitakuimbia zaburi. 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 Sitaogopa kamwe, ninaye Yesu moyoni, nitashinda majaribu. Mungu Baba Mwenyezi